So it's today we are going to talk a little bit about controlling thoughts or controlling the mind. Is it the path for liberation? Is it the path for freedom? I have seen that a lot of people talk about taming the mind, taking control over the mind so we feel better, so we feel more free. But this word controlling, this word itself gives us this feeling. If you are controlling something, then that means you are in stress. If you let go, if you let it flow, then you are free. So if you look at these two words, taming and controlling, all these words are in a way that shows us that there's something forced, some effort you have to put, yeah, to keep something in control. If you try to keep something in control, there's all the time, it involves a lot of effort, and the path for liberation is not controlling. It is about letting go. It's about letting things flow. The point is, can we control our thoughts? Do these thoughts belong to us? First, we have to understand what thoughts are. Then we can see if we can control or not, if it is fruitful to control the thoughts or not. So, what are thoughts? Can you control which thoughts are coming to you at any given moment? Can you deliberately change your thoughts what is coming? You can do this practically. You can see it for yourself. Just I think you all have this experience that if you sometimes we think, okay, I want to be still, I want to concentrate only on my breathing, I would like to sit and do a meditation, I will just concentrate on my in and out breathing. So you go and sit somewhere, quiet place, and start watching your breath. And for maybe a few seconds you are concentrated, you feel you are seeing your in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, and all of a sudden your mind is wandering everywhere. The things that were not in your mind for a long time, or some things, surprising things, or whatever, start come to your mind. I think every one of us have this experience. So the point is that what we wanted to do was just to watch our breath. But now what happens? The mind is popping over. It is popping out a lot of things that we didn't even have in our mind. We think those things are starting to come. So you see that what we wanted was something, and what happened was something else. So if we are the owner of our thoughts, if we are the owner of our mind, then we can control it, whatever what is coming. But from this experience, you know that it is not possible to control what is coming. It is not in our control. Do we want to feel sad? Do we want to get angry? Do we want to have these uncomfortable feelings inside of us? No one wants these things, because we know when we get sad, we are not feeling, we are feeling very down, and when we are angry, our whole bodies are shaking, we are getting red, we are not feeling good. So these emotions, these feelings, we don't want to have. But what is happening? Even if we don't want to have these things, these are coming to us time to time. when some triggers are happening from outside, or even when we when things are coming to our mind from past, or what can happen in future, these emotions are coming to us. Do we have control over it? We can't. We don't have control. We can't control these things. Why? Because these don't belong to us. This is a natural process. Same like the body. The body we have accepted as it's not in my control, but some people even don't have that understanding. They think that this body belongs to me, this should be acting according to my wish. But just look at it. First, let's take the body. Is it in my control, this body? The heart is pumping and the blood is going through everywhere in my veins, and the digestion system is working. Am I doing anything for these things? Am I controlling this? This is happening in a very marvelous, wonderful way. I think if I put my finger on it, then I would make it not, I can't make it work. It will not function as this nice. This is a biological process. This is a natural process. We are not controlling it. If I have the control over my body, then I could wish, okay, may I not get sick. I can tell us 1,000 times, but when there are reasons, I will get sick. I can wish, may I not get old, but look, it's not happening. All the people, they want to stay young. But what happens? We don't have control over the body. But it's same for the mind. We think, okay, body, let's leave it. Let's take the mind, let's control the mind. But can we control something that is it's a natural process? Can we control a natural process? It's like we are trying to fight over something that we don't have the energy, that we are not strong, like we are not that strong. So that's why we are all the time frustrated by trying to control things. When you just sit for a moment, you start seeing that your mind is creating a lot of thoughts. It's like a river. It's flowing. Can you stop a flowing river by building a dam? A river is flowing so fast, strong river, and you are trying to build a dam to stop this. What will happen? There's a lot of pressure on it. You can't do like that. It's not going to bring you the peacefulness that you are looking for. Your thoughts are flowing and you try to control it, stop it. How can you stop it? You have to put a lot of effort because you are going against the nature, going against the naturality. The nature is to flow. So if you understand that is the nature, that is a natural process these thoughts are creating, and if you understand that part, and then you don't try to interfere with this process, when you just watch it, when you are just becoming the observer, when you are just becoming the knower, then you are free from it. Unless you try to, as long as you try to take the ownership of this process, then you are in trouble because you want to control it. But when you understand that it's not yours, it is just a natural process, it's just flowing. When you just watch it flowing, when you don't identify as yourself all these things I'm thinking, these are happening to me. If you take this I out of this equation from this thinking process, then there's nothing to control. then you are going with the flow. You are just observing it. You are just there. You are just present there in this moment. You are just watching the thoughts are going. They are flowing. What is the nature of the thoughts anyways? Is it the same thought that you have for 1 minute? No. If you start watching your thoughts, start observing, you will see the thoughts are coming and going. It's a flow. It's not permanent, whatever you are getting in your mind, these thoughts. It's coming and going. Just let them flow. The problem is when something is coming in our mind, when a thought is coming, we are picking it up and making it mine. And when you make it mine and you think that I am thinking, then your mind start making stories about it, and you are becoming the main character in the stories, and you are so involved in the story that you start feeling like this is something real, and you start feeling all these emotions, start feeling all this negativity, start feeling everything, and you take the ownership of the story, and you are going so deep in this, and you can't differentiate between what is real and what is imaginary, what is the story and what is real. You are in the story like it's same like when you just imagine you are watching a movie. When you are so inside in this movie, you are crying with the people when something happens there, and when something dangerous is happening, then you are getting scared from this movie effect. When the sounds are coming, and you are getting scared, and when there are two people loving each other, then you feel the happiness inside of you. All these emotions, all these things start happening when you are so much in the story. But after, when the movie is finished, you just lived in that story all your time, all these 2 hours. It's the same when you have a thought and you go inside and make stories in your head and live there for that moment. So when you don't have this awareness, when you are not just an observer, when you are not just the knower, you start taking the ownership of the story, the main character of the story. That is what it makes everything difficult, everything stressful. So the point is to understand that this thought process is a natural one, so you don't want to take control. Because you can't fight with the nature. You can't. You are just a small thing. You can't. Just accept it like that. But to accept it, first you have to know for sure if these thoughts are mine. For that, we have to see how your mind is working. Take a little bit time. Just sit quiet for a few minutes and see, just be an observer, just take distance from your thoughts. That means don't control anything. Just sit and be aware whatever is coming to your mind. Then you will start saying, whatever is coming is not for your wish. It's some random things will start coming. And then you will start understanding whatever comes are also going away. It doesn't stay there. Same with thoughts, same with emotions. You are not the owner of your thoughts. You are not the owner of your emotions. They are coming for some reason, but they are also going away. When you pick up on these things as mine, I am the owner, then you are taking the ownership of these things and then start making stories, and then you are in trouble. So when you understand this, then there's you don't need to control anything. So you are free from controlling. Controlling is stressful. Controlling means putting some effort, putting a force. By force you are doing it. But if you are doing something by force, something forcefully, that means that you can't do it consistently because you have to put some energy on it. But when you understand that this is something that you can't control and you surrender for this natural process, when you accept it as it is, when you don't take the ownership of this, then you are free. You don't have to do anything. Just to be aware what is happening, and then you can also make better response. You can respond better for the situation that is coming, because you are not inside any stories. So I have seen that a lot of people talk about taming the mind. Taming the mind means not controlling the mind. Taming the mind doesn't mean that you are aware of your thoughts and you are trying to control your thoughts. Taming the mind means to be aware of the thoughts and to know that it is not yours, and to let be peace with it, let go of it, to have peace with this process, not to fight with it. Only by understanding how the mind works, how the thoughts are created, you will be liberated, not by controlling.